Welcome back. Episode 5 of the Lunch Platter Special. In this episode, I'm making dry cured Italian sausage. It's my first attempt. We'll see how it goes. Like, comment, subscribe. All the ingredients will be in the description, and there'll be a link to the entire playlist for this series. Hope you enjoy. Thanks. And here we've got some pork loin and pork belly, some hog casing, sea salt, Instacure number 2, fennel seed, rosemary leaves, crushed red pepper, and some paprika. And now I'm just going to cut up the pork loin, get it into some small cubes. Along with the pork belly, I'll do that as well, and then I will season everything up before putting it through the grinder. I don't like grinding it first and then seasoning it and then running it back through the grinder to stuff it. My grinder it smears too bad when I do that, even with getting everything really cold. I have a really cheap grinder / stuffer combo machine, and it works way better to do it this way. So I just cut it up real small, season it, mix it all together really well, and then run it through, and it grinds and stuffs all at the same time. And as long as it's all mixed together well, then it turns out pretty good for other sausages. I've never done a dry cured sausage before, so hopefully it works well with this one too. And here I'm just mixing all the seasonings together before putting it on the meat, and then I will put the meat in the freezer for about a half hour to make sure it gets nice and cold before putting it in the sausage stuffer. I've got my hog casing on the stuffer, and I'm just feeding it through, trying to keep it fairly tight, but try not to burst the casing, and trying to avoid any air pockets. You see, I changed here because I had a blowout and had to swap it out. Okay, now I'm going to tie off the end and leave a loop for hanging, and also for tying a tag on so I can keep track of the weights. We want to get about 35% weight loss on these. We'll end up putting it into the drying chamber, which is my cheese cave. Oh, and here I'm using just a little corn on the cob handles to poke holes through it wherever I see air bubbles. But this will go into the basically into my cheese cave / drying chamber until it loses 35% of its weight, which should take 3 to 4 weeks. At which point I will take it out and try it, and if it's good, I'll vacuum seal it and refrigerate it. And here I'm getting my starting weight for each link, so I can, like I said, I can fill out a tag. I'll put the what it is, and the starting weight and the target weight, and then I hang it on this little piece of bamboo that has been cleaned and sterilized, and I will hang it up in at room temperature for about 24 hours to start the drying process. And then After 24 hours, you see here, this is what it looked like. And now I will take it down from here and hang it up in the drying chamber. If you watch the first episode of the playlist, you will see how I made my drying chamber. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Thanks. Have a good one.